YouTube. This video is going to be about operating in the quarry, in a stone quarry, either river gravel or limestone. All the quarries operate the same that I've been to, and I've been to numerous ones. So it's pretty much standard across the board no matter which one you go to. There's just some different changes as far as where material's located, what channel CB, what channel on the CB they operate on, and things like that. Some of the loaders that load you have scales, so they can tell how much they're putting on you, which are the best. And some loaders at some of the smaller quarries, they don't have scales in their loaders, so it's kind of just a estimate, and that's where it can kind of get ugly. They can overload you, or you can be a little light. But what we're going to do today is go through a limestone quarry, all the steps, and I'm going to talk about what to expect. This video is for people that haven't been to a quarry before, but maybe they want to go get gravel but don't know what to expect. So we'll cover the basics. It's pretty simple really, but there's no instructions other than, as long as you know when you go to a quarry, you find the scale house, pull up on the scales, get weighed, your empty weight, and when you go inside, then you can ask them and they'll tell you where to go and what to do. So most of these quarries that I'm operating at are pretty big scale. So commercial operations where they have rules and regulations. So pretty much all of them. Some smaller ones might be a little bit more lenient, but pretty much all of them, because of the liability, don't want you out of your vehicle after you get out of this. After you exit the scale, basically head up to where all the material's stored. Don't get out of your vehicle for any reason. It's a safety hazard to you if the loader operator doesn't see you. There's a lot of truck traffic, so stay in your vehicle. That's like rule number one. Also remember, whenever we get there to the scales, make sure, so scales are one-way only, and usually it has a do not enter, and pretty much when you're coming in the entrance, the scale is going to be coming at you. That's like the exit for them. So once you get loaded, you're going to go on the scale, and then you're going to exit the scale, and usually they have you pointed in the direction that's out. So a lot of times, most of these, when you come in, you'll have to like go past the scale, circle around. They usually have a big area because there's always semi trucks here, so you don't have to worry about anything tight. And then you pull on the scale, and make sure the other vehicle's exiting the scale before you get on it. Don't try to pull on a scale with another vehicle on it. So, and that's where you're going to get your empty weight. I decided to make this video because of my hauling video about going to the quarries to get the cheapest material, and a guy actually commented on my video. He operates a loader at a quarry, and he was just talking about how most of the trucks are all CDL operators, a little bit of training, and they've been doing it day in and day out. But then you get some other individual with a pickup truck and a dump trailer, and they come there and they don't know anything. So that brings up another big rule, just from things he was telling me and things that I've seen. Check your equipment, your vehicle, your trailer. Check them before you get to the quarry. Check them before you leave the house. Make sure your tire pressures are good, because if you're hauling a good bit of stone, it can get pretty sketchy. Everything needs to be in good working order, and your tires need to be inflated to the proper specs. If one side's high and one side's low, it could really cause you an issue when you're traveling, especially if you have to get up to higher speeds on a highway or anything. So don't overload yourself. Do what your vehicle can handle, because it could really get out of control bad. I've had a couple little incidents, nothing major, thank God, but you really have to be careful. It's pretty serious. So the other thing is that he was telling me, like, people would bring their pets and they had to shut down operation a couple times because dogs or whatever were running around the quarry. So, I mean, you could have your dog with you, I guess, but make sure he's tethered or doesn't get out of the truck. What else? So you're gonna go on the scale, get your empty weight, tell him what you want, and then he'll tell you where the pile's at. Usually they'll have a map. If you have a CB, you can talk to the loader operator. They all have CBs in their loader. I just use a handheld CB for right now. I got this when I was like a teenager because I thought it was cool. Started driving. Me and my buddies used to talk on CBs, but it's just been sitting in a box, and I realized I had it. And with this operation, it's actually come in handy. So a lot of them have a sign like that, what channel they operate on a CB. If not, you can ask in the scale. You can ask the scale operator what channel they operate on. The scale has a CB, the loader operator has a CB, and then of course all the trucks have them. So it's also sometimes entertaining when you're sitting there waiting to get loaded, what the other truckers are saying or talking about you because you're in a pickup truck and they don't think you can hear what they're saying. But I wouldn't recommend loading a pickup truck bed. I mean, people do, but for one, it could damage your tailgate. These guys are operating buckets that are like 12 to 14 feet wide. If you have a big dump trailer or something, that's fine, but I wouldn't recommend loading your pickup truck. Plus, you can only hold like a half ton to a ton. And like he was saying, they used to get 10 pickup trucks maybe a week. Now he said they're getting like 50 a day in the quarry. It's set up more for triaxles and big trucks. If you have a dump trailer, you can go. I've been going through a lot. They don't give me any problems. But you also you don't want to end up slowing things down or causing problems, because if enough of that happens, I could see them just saying no more personal vehicles, like companies only, and then that's gonna screw a lot of us from getting good price material. I'm usually in and out of there pretty quick and don't hold things up. So we'll talk about some truck etiquette. I'm no professional, so I'm not teaching per se, just giving people a heads up what goes on here. I don't know all the facts and I don't know everything, but I've been going in and out of these quarries a lot. I've been running like 5 to 6 loads 2 days a week on my days off. I've been hauling a lot of loads, and it's been working out really well. So I'll be right back with you guys when we get to the quarry. Alright, so we are approaching the entrance to the plant, and as I said, you got to watch for truck traffic. The scale's exiting, coming this way. He was weighing. Sometimes the big trucks don't weigh in. So right here coming out is the exit to the scale, so we have to go around. The scale it says one way, do not enter, but just in case you miss it. There's a big area here to turn to get on the scale. They have signs marking where their different size gravel is. There's trucks everywhere, they're busy. So stop, enter slowly. This scale requires you to show a registration for personal vehicles. I'm gonna go inside real quick, tell them what I want, and get my empty weight. Alright, it's a quick in and out. I'm going off the scale now. There's another truck coming in the plant. So I got my empty weight. You don't get a slip or anything. Alright, when you're backing into a pile like this, you want to back into the middle or to the left center, because other trucks might line up on your passenger side. If there's already trucks there, you back in on their passenger side. You'll be loaded from the driver's side across, and as you get loaded, you pull out. Make sure you follow that or you'll make people angry. When he puts the bucket up in the air like that, he has a scale in the loader, so when you lift the bucket all the way up like that, it registers the scale, what he has in the bucket. That's why he dumps some out. He's on the last load for that truck, 22 tons. Alright, had to yield to those trucks, and now I'm getting back on the scale loaded. And I'll take my cash in with me. They'll take cash or credit card and pay the man for the weight that I have loaded. Stop short of the scale and wait for the rig in front of me to pull off. Everybody has to go in here unless they're on an account where they just weigh and talk on the CB. Some have a window that you just pull up to the window and tell them what you want and pay. You don't have to get out. Alright, he's done and pulling off. I'm going to pull on the scale and weigh, and then we're done. Alright, so we're all loaded up now. That was 5.3 tons that I received, and cost me $89. That's how you operate through a quarry. The sand and gravel that have topsoil, they're the same as the limestone quarry. Just at the window, at the scale, whenever you get your empty weight, they'll tell you where the material's at that you want. Always back into the pile straight back into the pile, and it's pretty simple. I also, whenever I get to after I do my empty weight on the scale, I adjust my brake controller. I run at 8.5 loaded and 2.5 unloaded, because if you're at 8.5 unloaded and you go to stop normal, your trailer is going to lock up and be squealing tires. So thanks everybody for watching. Have a great day.